Dang.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like we like gave up, or do you feel nobody even
We didn't
trying?
do anything.
You feel like no?
No, because again, I've been out. I can name events where it's me, a woman, 115 pounds, ready to take them all down, and nobody's helping me, and I don't need any help. But the sad part is that I'm looking at men, grown men, able bodies, and they looking back at me doing nothing.
Right.
And the little boys, they're dead now, and they were more closer to them than I were. So you didn't want to help save them. Why am I trying to help save somebody that I don't even like? But I'm trying to help save them because I know his parents. I know his mom, his dad, his grandparents, because of how we live, where we from. We are all family, even when we ain't family. We family when we hate each other because of we're so close. But I have watched many people stand there and do nothing and just say, Allison, you're doing too much. You're saying too much. Mind your business. And I probably should have, but I couldn't and I wouldn't, and I probably won't do it again, and I probably will do more now. I probably will jack up shirts because the little boys are dead.
Yeah.
And even though they were ministers to society and they may not need to be here anymore, they have family and parents too that are mourning them, that miss them.
So, all right, the parents. That's what I was about to bring up. So, as a parent, do you feel that, as far as them doing enough, did it get to a point where they were like, "Fuck it," or they got to a point where like, you need to go do this, or what point you feel they got to from them being parents? Because I'm a parent,
right?
And
there's only so much you can do.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
I was a kid, and I was a lot. Okay.
Once again, I commend you on your transformation.
I was a lot, but I had to steal the short skirts and the short shirts. You know, I didn't have to steal it, but in order for me to get it, I had to steal it. My mother wouldn't buy the biker shorts. She wouldn't buy the shirts where my stomach is showing. So I would say when I tried to spend a night at somebody's house to go see a boy, when I got back, she already knew.
Right.
So it is a lot to raise a child, but you shouldn't have a child if you are not willing to do a lot and are willing to go all the ways for your child. You know, I went to jail all the time. My mother never came to get me, but I always made it out. But the point is that I always knew there was something else for me, and she always knew it too, and she would always try to reinstill it inside of me. I feel like sometimes parents give up, and then your child kills somebody, and then you because that's your child, what do you do?
Yeah, you're right.
What do you do? Do you not help your child? Do you call the police and tell them? I don't know, because I'm not a parent, and I don't even really know how to answer that, but I know, how did he get to the point where he's a killer? And again, I know you may have tried everything, but we missed something somewhere. Because again, you can't be there everywhere they are and guide their every move, but
gotta do something.
We got to take some type of responsibility.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, when people, well, in the dominant society, you know, they put us in this box like this is their environment. Like, is it the environment that's doing this? Is it me personally? I feel that has something to do with it, but when you are all moving on code in the same direction, I feel the environment has nothing to do with it, me personally. Environment
plays a role. You play most of the role because your environment can shift. You can still be the same or not. So I feel like that is something that's up to you and still who and what you want to do. Who and what you want to be. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? Because, I mean, you can live in suburbia and still want to break in houses and still go to the good school. Because, again, I lived in suburbia and I was breaking in houses. Yeah, I was. I'm just telling you. I was breaking in houses in suburbia, not in non-suburbia, because that's just what I wanted to do.
Right.
And I lived in suburbia. You know, so it's all about who you are and what you want to do. But all in the same breath, I always wanted to be somebody. I was always in school at the same time. So, you know, I was a smart dummy. You have those out there.
They're everywhere.
It's about how stupid are you?
They're everywhere. That's for,
just a little stupid.
That's for damn sure. So what can we do now? Because it's like right now, this shit is like out of hand.
What we can do now is acknowledge it and stop acting like it's not happening. We need to stop acting like we don't know what's going on. We need to stop turning our heads. We need to stop saying, Allison, you saying too much. We need to let Allison say more, because Allison could have saved these lives if she had a little more help. But she didn't have that much. And I'm not God. I'm not a savior. No, I am God. I'm sorry. We are all gods, if you didn't know out there. But, you know, I can't save everybody, but I know that I spoke up a lot about certain things and heads were turned. And for me, I just feel like we need to step up to the plate. And when I say we, I'm talking about the older ones who are in these areas, riding by, seeing the things, doing nothing. Take the little boys to the side, pull them to the side, ask them what they're doing. Just don't watch them and know what they're doing and hear how they're tormenting the cops and tormenting the neighbors and sitting on their porch doing this. Why don't you go and run up on them and tell them, get the fuck off her porch? That's your job.
But I think it actually gets to a point where, hell, these motherfuckers out here killing people. Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers scared of these motherfuckers.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. You're like, shit, they even started to talk to little such and such. This motherfucker out here bunning motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the point.
So it's like, shit, I can't do nothing for him. It's like once motherfuckers start killing motherfuckers, shit kind of changed.
Turned into something different.
Once motherfuckers is dead, it's like that's a point where it's like, shit, like we can't do nothing for that motherfucker. I'm telling you, it's like, because nobody really want to deal with you. People who dealing with you is just dealing with you because they probably fucking scared of you. Mm. It's like nobody's coming to you telling you like, dude, look, I know what y'all here doing. Nobody doing that shit. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because they scared of that motherfucker.
At this point.
They'll see a motherfucker and be like, hey, how you doing? You know, happy that they didn't get fucking shot.
And then walk and be like, dog, let me say you what this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you think that's because of that gap in between where you left him out there by himself?
It definitely is. It's like
that may be where the disconnection came from.
That's definitely where it is, because if somebody would have been there the whole time, like, right, you know, step by step, motherfucker getting a little out of line, like, hey, come here, let me talk to you. Okay, that's gonna really keep a motherfucker in line. Right. Like, they might fuck up, but it probably won't get to the point of like murder and shit like that. Right. Because you know you got somebody on your ass a little bit.
Because I appreciate everybody that was talking to me, that helped me and saved me. You even, Ty, were one of the people that have scooped me up off of people's heads before. So, you know, like, what are you doing? Why are you hitting the boy in the head? I don't know, because he hit my homeboy. Yeah, so, you know, the voice of reasons help, because, again, if it's 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, even when you change, because everybody's change don't come when somebody else has come. Yeah. I think everybody, because it's because of everybody is why I'm here.
Yeah.
From, you know, telling me. Now, did I hear it in the moment? No. But I still heard it, but I heard it later on. And I realized those are the people that care about you. And you need those people. You need somebody to check your homework. I work with foster kids as well, so I know that although they don't do homework, they wish they had someone to check their homework.
Of course.
You know, you want that, because you want somebody to care. Now, it will look like it from the perception. It will look like you don't want to do work because nobody cares about the work you're doing, because nobody doesn't care about you. But if you ever get somebody to ask you did your homework, they actually start doing stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've seen kids that live in filth, and then I come around, I'm like, oh, this is how you clean up. This is what you do in the kitchen. And they actually like doing it. Wow. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know. It seems as if you're living in a certain type of way, but no, it's about what I showed them. Yeah. It's about showing them something different, showing them a new light.
And then also, too, you got to understand also, it's about like you said, you got to have people to care, right? But if you let a child get out there so far, and now they feel like it's the people in the streets that care about them, that's teaching, and they're teaching them what they know, how to do this, how to shoot this, how to get rid of motherfucking bodies and shit like this. See, And that's the people they're going to follow because they feel like that's the people that care for them. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody else is there.
Right.
I mean, goddamn, at least they there. They showing me fucked up shit, but they there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's probably an issue too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
Because you're going to run with motherfuckers. You're going to listen to people who you think care about you. Even if they really fucking don't. It's like, damn, at least they talk to me and show me shit. You know, even if it's the wrong shit. So,
what about when you get to that point where, all right, you're here. I'm right here. I'm riding with you. Mm-hmm. And you can't, it seems like you can't get them back.
Right.
It's like, even though you see the changes, you see the changes, you see what's going on, and you see they trying, but you see that
they fucking up.
Exactly.
It's you know what? She already said it. Really, it's like everybody's time is different. It's like everybody will see it in due time, but a lot of motherfuckers is hard headed, and you got to just keep doing what you do. And just hope like hell they hurry up and get their motherfucking mind right.
And you gotta.
Because she said she did the same thing.
Do whatever you gotta do. I was raised in a single parent home. My mother worked hard. She worked hard, and my father was not there. But my brother went to military school in Camden. He went to prep schools, and he did a lot of different things. And my mother went through a lot of different things to try to help him find his way. And sometimes you gotta send your kids off. Sometimes you got to send them off to somewhere else and see if they go down there and ruin Auntie Hattie's life as well. Because it might not happen. What if he goes to the country down there with Auntie Hattie and Auntie Hattie show him something new?
Yeah.
We got to try. I don't know. And again, I know we do this and that, but let's try something else before we give up. Because don't give up until they get to that age of 18, 19, 20, I guess, maybe, until you can put them out of your home or whatever have you.
But I mean, still at that point, you can't give up. But you never should give up. But at that point, you got to kind of, all right, I got to let them
But
find
at the
their
same
way.
time, you can't spend your whole life as a parent either trying to rear your child back into the right direction. And again, so for the parents that are out there that have these kids that are out here being menaces to society and killing people and all that stuff, if you've done everything in your willpower that you were supposed to do from day one until the day of the end, there's nothing you can do about that. You bow out gracefully. And none of this is to you because you did everything that you could. But if you didn't, if you were sleeping with men, multiples, if you were working too many jobs thinking that you were providing for your children, not providing for them because you are at work and they have the streets taken care of them, you might need to quit some of those jobs and realize that money isn't everything sometimes.
But you know it is kind of a double-edged sword with that because it's like, okay, I can work these two jobs and get us in a better neighborhood, we have nicer things. Or I can just work this one job and we struggle like fuck. You know what I'm saying? And both is got their bad things with it. You know what I'm saying?
They do, but it depends on where your child is at in life.
Yeah.
Where's your child at in life while this is going on? Do you have a child that is causing turmoil? If I feel that if you do, what's more important, finances or your child?
Well, definitely the child anyway.
Definitely the child.
But what I'm saying is that, like, especially the way the household is built now, because back in the day, the household was different. It was man, woman, kids, okay. But now it's more just a single parent.
Right.
So that single parent, the way the money is now, like, most motherfuckers ain't got no degrees. Mm-hmm. Most motherfuckers working regular ass jobs some fucking way.
Right.
And that money that they getting, that shit ain't enough.
Right. So, first, this is why all these bitches ain't supposed to be fucking. Pulling up on niggas asking where the weed at. This is what I'm saying right there. That's the first part. The first part is you shouldn't even have the baby.
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the first problem. And so now you're in poverty and
so
you're
what
looking
you do
for
now,
the man. Now
you
what
got
you
the
do,
problem here.
Take care of your child in the best way you can. And if you're having a child that's in some type of issues, you might have to go live with somebody to put more focus on your child. You might have to go live in the projects. You might have to go live in Section 8. You might have to work at McDonald's to put more effort into your child.
Yeah, okay.
But if you feel like I got to work this $15 hour job or whatever have you, that's taking care of us, but your child is failing in school.
Yeah.
Your child is potentially maybe a rapist one day and things like that. You might need to downsize on that job. Yeah. You might need to downsize on that car. You might need to downsize on the way that you're living because your child is now being lost in the midst of that.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, makes sense.
So is there a point, like you say, you bow out gracefully? But
After you've done everything, yeah.
That's
But
that shit is
what
tough.
she